couple of good friends. What more could you add to make it special? Well, I'll tell you what you can add. You can add shitloads of money, gambling, round robins, teasers. We have it all here on Brunch Betting. That's right. It's XFL Jim, Chase, Lupin Fiasco Sessions, and Eric Uncle Rico Magoo giving you the best sports plays you can find. That's right, bitches. It's Brunchtime Betting. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another rendition of Brunchtime Betting. As always, it is me, XFL Jim, feeling spry, feeling wide awake. That better wake you the fuck up. As always, I'm joined by Chase Sessions, a.k.a. the Wolf of Oakland. Hey, what's up, buddy?
I'll tell you exactly what's up. I'll tell you exactly what's up, Jim. I've got my coffee. I've got my chocolate donut. I've got my za, a little PB&J souffle. I'm ready to brunch it up, man. I have a quick question. Your Wish to Good Morning by Justin Paul Sports.
Yes.
Is he of the Paul brothers? So it's like Logan, then Justin, and then it's like Tito.
Oh, Justin would be like the well-adjusted one?
Damon, I think, is one of the Paul brothers.
How much do you know about the Paul brothers?
Absolutely nothing.
I remember back in the day, they were doing like videos and whatnot about them. And there was a video where, like, I think it was, I forget the younger one's name. Jake Paul. He was doing like, he was kissing girls blindfold. And then he would have his dad kiss the same girls.
That's just grooming. That's all. That's what that is.
It was very funny, and very disgusting. It was funny to like laugh at the dad because it's like they're just trying to ride off their kids' coattails. They really don't have. It's imagine if you gave like a scumbag family from I think Central Ohio. I don't know where in Ohio. You just gave them like $1 billion.
Yeah, makes sense.
I am enjoying today some Highland chocolate milk. The nutritional facts for which are 430 calories for this bottle. Chase, can you guess how much sugar is in this bottle of chocolate milk?
10 grams of sugar.
You're going to be off. It is 52 grams of sugar in this bottle of chocolate milk.
Me.
There's more sugar in this chocolate milk than a fucking bottle of Mountain Dew.
Yeah. I last night made myself a bowl of Rice Krispies with the traditional way too much sugar on top of it. And it turned out that I just did not have near as much Rice Krispies as I thought I did. I was eating just essentially sugar milk and thinking to myself, this is why I wheeze when I sleep.
I don't know if I should have chugged that whole thing.
That wasn't... Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
I'm off that PB&J souffle. I don't know
if I should have chugged that whole thing.
I was telling some fucking bullshit story about sugar milk.
I was listening.
Missing what was going on.
No, because you did. Like, did you do it with like Rice Krispie treats and Cheerios and whatnot?
Back in regular Rice Krispies, not treats. I didn't like.
No, sorry, yeah, just the Rice Krispie, the cereal.
Rice Krispie cereal.
How much sugar did you usually put in?
I mean, I put in the same amount. It's just the Rice Krispie to sugar ratio was way off this time.
Okay, because when I did it, I would put. I started when I was little with about a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons. And then I graduated to doing about 1/4 of a cup.
Jesus Christ.
Or it would just be like I was digging up just like piles of sugar that were just wet with milk and had Rice Krispies on them.
Jim, I feel like we should get to the picks because I don't know if you're going to be here much longer.
Oh, I stopped eating like that in like junior high, and then I developed cake soup in high school, and then I stopped eating like that in high school. I think like it was like 2015. I was like pre-diabetic.
You're doing like a paleo diabetic thing where like you just eat like deconstructed cake parts now, you know?
No, that was in high school, and it wasn't just cake parts. It would basically be like milk and then cake mix, but it would be like an entire cake's worth of cake mix.
Jim.
I know.
Right.
That's high school though. That's high school. I don't eat like that anymore. I don't.
That's
Just like in
insane.
California when I was eating like a pint of ice cream a day. It's hard. It's hard. But now I'm healthier. Healthier. I'm not going to say healthy. Healthier. Chase, let's get into the picks. I'm going to start us off. We have UFL today. If you didn't get on it early when I was talking Spring Fever, the Roughnecks were originally like +6 against the Panthers. And then it was released. Oh yeah, Rocky Lombardi's getting the start.
Ooh, that blonde
for the Panthers.
Blonde Adonis, Rocky Lombardi.
So now the spread is 2. The total, though, did go down, and I still like the over of 42 because I don't like Houston's defense very much. And I think Michigan's going to be able to score. Houston, I feel, is obviously going to be able to score because Michigan's not going to be trying to do too much. So I took the over 42 in the Roughnecks Panthers game over in the United Football League. What are you starting up with us? That milk.
Oh, man. All right. So I've got, as you would expect, I'm going to Churchill Downs. All my bets will be from Churchill Downs. Race 2, 6 furlongs, $25,000 claimer on the dirt. I'm playing the number 11, One Cool Dude, at 8-1 to win. I do think that this horse could end up taking a little bit of money, but I thought that I think Jaime Torres and Blair Jordan have a horse in at the spot that's just going to absolutely trip the fuck out. The pace is going to work out well. It should be sitting a good, stocking trip behind the early pace. It should be swift. So I like One Cool Dude, especially since Blair Jordan's really good at getting his horses to fire first off the layoff, especially in particular this horse, which he got to fire to win off the layoff last out. So race 2, a win on number 11, One Cool Dude, 8-1 at Churchill Downs.
That's such a great name.
Yeah, it is.
I love that. I'm sticking with football because shout out Heritage Sportsbook. I'm able to bet on arena football leagues. So Woo! I am doing the Northern Arizona Wranglers. Remember, Arizona has 2 teams in the IFL. Northern Arizona Wranglers +6.5 versus the San Diego Strike Force. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on that money line at +195. I know you could get IFL lines in a bunch of other books. It just varies state to state.
I feel you.
So Northern Arizona Wranglers +6.5 and money line versus the San Diego Strike Force. That's mine.
It is kind of wild to me that you can bet on something that might take place in a shopping mall.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. I wonder if you're going to be able to bet on that new, not really new, it's the Arena League, which, guess what? There's no confusion between Arena Leagues when you have AF1 and then the Arena League. That the Kelsey brothers and their garage beer or whatever just got involved with. They just bought a team in Kansas City.
Oh, great. We needed more arena football leagues.
No, I mean, the Arena League's been around. It's small. I think there's a team in Arkansas.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. I'm back with you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know what
the Wise Guys, the Hot Springs Wise Guys, yeah.
Yes. Like they've been around, but there's just like, when you think about it, there's AF1, the Arena League, National Arena League, IFL, and probably one other one.
Right.
You don't need all that. You don't need all that.
Yeah. And it's just crazy because like those teams are like folding and starting new leagues and like it's just insane, the landscape of arena football.
It's actually wild. It's insane. I should do like a whole deep dive with Investigator Jim and just get to the bottom of all the arena leagues.
Yeah. My turn? Is it me?
It's your turn, my friend.
All right, we're going to get a little bit exotic. We're going to get a little horizontal. In race 7 at Churchill Downs, it's 9 furlongs, $275,000 purse, the Audubon Stakes on the turf. I'm playing a daily double in this race that goes into race 8. The one horse I'm going to use in race 7 is the lone early speed in this race. It's number 5, Charlie's to Blame, 5-1. This horse is coming in first off of a synthetic race where he ran, I believe third behind your eventual Kentucky Derby 4th place finisher in the Jeff Ruby Stakes. So Charlie's to Blame should be out there controlling the pace. It's rained a little bit in Louisville, so early speed might have a little bit of advantage when there's a little bit of cut in the ground to be able to kick away. So that's the horse that I'm singling in race 7 of the Daily Double. And then race 8, which is 8.5 furlongs, $275,000 Shawnee Stakes, which is a grade 3 on the dirt. I'm using 2 to close it out. The number 4, Hoosier Philly, at 5-1. Always had a soft spot for this horse, but that's not why I'm using it. I'm using it for the pace setup. And then I'm assembling the Flowcocks, Jim, because I get Florent Giroux and Brad Cox, aka the Hot Cox, together as Team Flowcocks, because that's the other horse I'm using to close out that Daily Double. Same thing as Hoosier Philly. Gonna trip the fuck out. Sit a great trip right behind the pace. So in race 7, that is a Daily Double 5 with 4 and 6 in race 8. Jim, back to you.
Ooh, I like it. I very much like it. Next for me, I'm sticking with the Rita Ball, baby. IFL, the San Antonio Gunslingers, the Tucson Sugar Skulls. We're just betting a total. We're betting the over 78.5 points. It's going to be pointsy. I like the pace from San Antonio. They need a bounce back here, and I like what I've seen from Tucson. So once again, over 78.5. San Antonio Gunslingers.
Texted me about frappuccinos. I missed her text, so I might not be getting a frappuccino because we started the show right as I got the text. I know.
It's a damn shame.
The shit you sacrifice for your craft, Jim.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there. I know the feel. But yes, over 78.5. San Antonio versus Tucson in the IFL.
I'm back.
I'll just give me real quick. I'm also going to take the Arizona Rattlers minus 2.5 versus the Vegas Nighthawks. That'll clean up all of my football plays.
Yeah, I would think that all the lights of Las Vegas in the evening might throw off like the natural nocturnal hunting cycles of a hawk, especially one that does its makes its bones at night.
I do think that this team might be like semi partnered with the I forget. Maybe the basketball team. There's something interesting going on. They're Vegas Hawks or something like this.
Okay.
I forget. They have something. They're partnered with something.
Okay. Fair.
Maybe. I think it might be with the hockey team, the NHL team.
I really wish that there was some sort of like arena football or other like small, like minor league, very small minor league sport in Vegas that was sponsored by that place where you could shoot fucking full auto firearms.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be fucking awesome. Jeff is asking Lombardi over or under 157.5 passing yards. Against this Houston team, I don't know, man.
Under.
You
He
think
uses
he's
the
gonna be...
legs.
That's true.
Legs,
he does
man.
run more. He does run more. It's the same with like Duggan.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And we're talking like first professional football start for Rocky Lombardi. He's going to be running his ass off the entire time.
Yeah, he's going to be running heavy. Yeah, he's never got a start, has he? He's always been a backup.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's only been out of college like a year, hasn't he?
Yeah, 2024.
First professional football start. This dude's going to be running his ass off. And also, you know what? You know what I say? If we got a rookie quarterback in, first career start, we take the over on receiving yards for the tight end.
Oh, I like that too.
That's brilliant. It's brilliant.
There's only so many places that let you bet UFL props is the only issue.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's like FanDuel, ESPN Bet. No, not even Heritage. You can't bet prop. Like, no sports book I have access to lets me bet UFL props.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're up, buddy.
All right. It's me. Ya boy. Race 9. Churchill Downs. The 8.5 furlong, $275,000 Arlington Stakes. It's a grade 3 on the turf. I'm going to take a win bet on the number 2 Cameo Performance at 6-1. I recently got to go to the home of Cameo Performance's father, Oscar Performance, and saw a bunch of his little half brothers running around. But it's a good horse at square price with Ben Curtis up. which seems to be like the best kept secret in horse racing. I recently cashed a big ticket with him riding Magnitude home at 43-1 in the Risen Star Stakes. Like, he's doing the damn thing and underrated. Gonna get, once again, great pace setup, because that's what I always look at, because I do think that there's a horse in here that's going to be trying to set up its stablemate with Gigante, trying to set up Laganos for Steve Asmussen. But I got Cameo Performance sitting the rail saving Trip, and I think that it's a easy winner with a clean Trip. And so it's also got a little sneaky little dirty pig boy angle for me, which is it's been training on an all-weather track. Now it steps onto a different surface, and horses tend to pop going from synthetic to another surface. So it's a real like DL sort of in the closet, dirty little pig boy angle.
Oh, bonus bet, NCAA baseball from Justin Paul Sports, Alabama plus 1.5 today.
Man, that's someone. I was on a show, Kentucky Derby Week. It was like a baseball show, but they wanted to talk about it. And they asked me some other questions since I was from Arkansas. And they were like, hey, like, you guys have a great college baseball team. Like, what are people really excited about it? Should we drop a future bet on them to win the championship? I was like, yeah, man, we love this team. It's fucking great. You know, we have a great program, great fans are great. But are you fucking crazy? Don't ever bet on us to win any sort of championship. What's wrong with you?
You have to emotionally bet, as in just put your emotions behind Arkansas, because it's enough to get crushed, like, emotionally.
I tell everyone that, like, sports gambling and just sports fandom in general is so much easier if you're just a little bit dead inside.
That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. I'm going to just breeze through my 2 basketball plays now. I have 1 NBA play and 1 WNBA play.
Okay.
In the NBA, I'm taking the over in the Knicks Pacers tonight, over 220. It's going to be back and forth. I think they're going to go crazy. Wouldn't be surprised if it gets to overtime. I did call on another podcast, Knicks and 7. So I'm also debating whether or not to sprinkle the Knicks money line. But yeah. I'm just going to roll with the over 220. For the WNBA, this is just my fade Chicago. Chicago's not very good. I'm taking the Dallas Wings -2 versus the Chicago Sky.
Yeah. I have a better field goal percentage than Angel Reese, I think.
Dude, did you see like 33% of her rebounds are from her own missed layups?
It's the fucking Texas A&M quandary where they're the best at offensive rebounding because they're the absolute worst at shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm definitely taking the Wings here. I don't think she's a bad player. I don't think they use her right in Chicago. I do think Chicago's not a good team.
That's fair. I haven't watched any WNBA, so I don't really know. I'll take.
I've got a little bit of like. Obviously, this is football season, but I've got a little bit.
Yeah. Obviously, the last day in May is football season.
Obviously, it's football season. Obviously.
Yes.
You like how I just kind of sprinkled that in there?
Yeah, I do.
All right. You are up, and then I can breeze through all my baseball picks.
Yeah, I've got a win bet on a horse in race 10 at Churchill Downs, 9 furlongs, $275,000. The Blame Stakes, grade 3 on the dirt. I've got a win bet, and then I've got an ice cold exacta. That's a funny number. I'm win betting the number 6 Hall of Fame at 6-1. So the quantifiable gap between me and me with 6 figures in my pocket from a $12 pick 5 ticket is exactly the length of Hall of Fame's nose, because that's what he beat my single Komorabini Amori on just the greatest pick 5 ticket, like the realest shit I ever wrote, that would have won, because it finished with that 43-1 horse Magnitude that Ben Curtis was on. I might have scooped the pot. I might have won all of the money. Anyway, Hall of Fame here, 6-1 is an absolute great price. You know, this horse has been running bang up races all winter at fairgrounds against pretty tough competition. 2 of the winners of his last 2 out races are Fierceness. You might remember from winning the Travers last year, and then a horse named Touch Upon a Star, who won his very next start. Again, I pick out these horses because I think they trip the fuck out. Price is good. And then I'm going to, get into cutie pie territory here with an ice cold exacta with a funny number. I'm going 6 with 9. That's right. The ice cold 69. So the 9 is the number 3 is the favorite post time at 3-1. That horse is going to be sitting like way off of the pace. What I see happening is as the early speed kind of tuckers out, you'll see Hall of Fame make the move wide around them. About that time is when post time should be kicking up from behind. I see Hall of Fame getting all the way up, post time not making up the ground in enough time and coming in second. So we're race 10 win on the 6, Hall of Fame, ice cold exacta, 6 with the 9.
I love that. I respect that. I'm not going to bet.
You got to. That's no, because you're a good friend. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome for that.
Yeah.
I'm going to just breeze through my baseball picks, all MLB. This is the numbers calling out to me when I bet MLB. I'm taking the A's on the money line over the Blue Jays, plus 144. I'm taking the Rays over the Astros at plus 120. I'm taking the Mariners over the Twins at minus 105. The Dodgers over the Yankees at minus 106. And then I have a 2-team parlay of the Giants and Orioles for plus 176.
There we go.
I got a little gross with it at the end there, doing that 2-teamer, just because I don't know about you. I'm addicted to seeing plus signs.
Yeah.
When I'm betting, I'm addicted to seeing plus signs. I should
I'm
have
the
also
same.
probably done a parlay of the Mariners Dodgers. I might go back and do that. Don't know. Do not know. But that's it for my baseball plays. Yeah, Chase, great job with the horses.
Thank you. And if you thought that was impressive, buckle in for my next play.
Oh, baby.
There we go.
Yeah, what is your next play?
Race 11, which is the finale at Churchill Downs. It's 9 furlongs. Another $275,000 race. The Regret Stakes. It's a grade 3 on the turf. And I'm going to be throwing one downfield here, Jim.
Oh.
With the number 3, a Terradora at 20-1. The last out figure, where the horse actually came out of the block slow, was plenty fast enough to win this race. And the horse put up a huge figure in its career debut, which it won. It was like an 81 buyer, which is actually only second behind the chalk in this race at 3-1 for the best ever figure on the turf in this field. So this horse took a step back after that debut win, because sometimes horses do that. They run huge in their debut and then they kind of drop off and figure it back out. She's finally kind of figuring it out with facing winners for the first time. And I think that she's going to put up probably her career best effort to run through the weeds to beat winners for the first time in the stakes race, because the pace looks pretty swift early. And if you look at the time form past performances and you see these like red numbers in the running lines, that means that the pace got exceedingly warm. When you see that, good things happen for Terradora. Also, if you're concerned about the pedigree for the distance, because the horse is stretching out to 9 furlongs for the first time, the horse is sired by a horse from Australia named Star Spangled Banner. Star Spangled Banner. Yeah, Star Spangled Banner. Sires way above the average of turf route winners. The average for all sires is 11%. He's at 17%. If you look at his average winning distance for his progeny in turf routes, it's 8.9 furlongs. Today's race is 9 furlongs. And then if you look at the bottom line, the mare Last Gold out of a Irish sire named Goldaway, the horse has a half sibling that was winning races in Ireland over like just swampy ass turf going like 1.25 miles. So the distance is no problem. To the hoop, number 3, a Terradora, 20-1.
Okay. I love it. I'm going to give you my soccer picks. So I have one Champions League pick today and a couple MLS. So in the Champions League, we have Inter Milan versus Paris Saint-Germain. I was going to go with the draw because I was following the numbers, but I ended up going with Inter Milan for plus 260. So I went there. And then in the MLS, we went St. Louis City over San Jose, the Earthquakes, plus 120. So we went with St. Louis City in that one. The New York Red Bulls over the Atlanta United. The New York Red Bulls, Atlanta United over 2.5 goals made. I went with CF Montreal on the money line versus the New England Revolution for plus 130 for Montreal. And then Toronto Football Club money line versus Charlotte Football Club. I got Toronto over in that one for plus 200. And then Inter Miami versus Columbus. I have Inter Miami getting the win at plus 115. It's talking soccer, baby.
Jim, you talking soccer really put into perspective for me personally how little I fucking know about the MLS now. Like, how many teams are there? God damn.
Let me look that up real quick. How many teams?
Do they have like a tiered thing now where you can like be like promoted and relegated and shit?
Maybe, because I know there's like another soccer league that's a little bit lower. How many teams do you think are in the MLS?
Based off of all like the city names, I heard like Tehachapi. I heard like
so the ones I thought: St. Louis, San Jose,
Lake
New
Wobegon
York.
has a league. I'm gonna say there are 97 teams.
No.
Okay, there are 57 teams in this league. It's got to be an odd number.
30. There's 30.
That's ridiculous. There's no reason there should be 30 fucking MLS
There are
teams.
30 teams, 27 in the United States, 3 in Canada. I'm gonna breeze through these real quick. So cities that have them, we have the Atlanta United, Charlotte, Chicago, Cincinnati, Columbus, DC, Inter Miami, CF Montreal, Nashville, New England, New York City. So New York City has 2, New York City FC and the New York City Red Bulls.
Yeah.
One, New York City FC is in the Bronx. New York Red Bulls is in Harrison, New Jersey.
Yeah, they're the New York, New Jersey
Yeah.
Red Bulls, or they used to be at least.
Orlando City, Philadelphia Union, Toronto FC, Austin FC, Colorado Rapids, FC Dallas, Houston Dynamo FC, LA Galaxy, LAFC, Minnesota United, Portland Timbers, Real Salt Lake, San Diego, San Jose, Seattle Sounders, Sporting Kansas City, St. Louis City SC, and Vancouver Whitecaps.
That's insane.
That is your MLS. Largest
I hear the
stadium.
quality's gone up.
Largest
Is Kansas
stadium is
City right?
Atlanta.
Oh yeah, because they play in the Big Chrome Butthole.
Yep, 42,000.
That's only 42,000.
That's what it says. Yeah, 42,500.
Really?
That's not that big, right?
No, it's not. I know NFL stadiums are technically usually like a little bit smaller, but like
That's
I don't know,
really tiny though.
The Superdome holds like I don't know, like 100,000, right? Hold on. How big is the Superdome? Have I been living a lie?
Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
It's 83,000 for the Superdome.
Yeah, that's in New Orleans, right?
Yeah, no, I just
Yeah.
has a baseline, is what I'm saying.
Field size, record attendance. Yeah, the record attendance is
71,000
yeah.
standard seating. So I guess they shrink it down for
They shrink it
MLS.
down for that makes sense. It's like what they would do if a UFL team ever made it to Atlanta.
Right. Right.
Unless they had to play in a different stadium. I forget where
They got to start shooting more people in Atlanta to make that happen.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Okay. That was my last picks for soccer. I have my parlay other than that, but Chase, do you have any other plays before?
Yeah, I'll just give out it's a pick 3 that I like, which basically just extends this daily double into a pick 3 that I liked in race 7. So Churchill Downs, I'm going to play a pick 3 that's going to be 5, number 5 in race 7, in race 8 the number 4 and 6, and then in race 9 the numbers 2, 5, and 9. If you play it at the 50-cent base, that would be a $3 pick 3 play.
Very nice. Very, very, very nice. I have a little parlay, plus 4,500. These are all straight money line picks. I'm going to go with the Knicks over the Pacers. That's right. I'm going to go with the Oakland A's. Actually, right now, the Sacramento A's. I'm going to go with the Rays as well on the money line. And then we go to soccer. I'm going St. Louis City, CF Montreal, Toronto, and Inter Miami, plus 4,500. I also have a cheeky 2-teamer. in some football. The Colorado Spartans over the Omaha Beef and the Arizona Wranglers, both on money line, 2-teamer plus 850.
Omaha Beef might be a goated team name, dude.
It's a great team name, but it's a shitty team. They're like, imagine a team. Imagine if your league was run by like one team, and like they cater everything to that one team.
Who's the one team?
It's the Beef.
It's the Beef. Okay.
Yeah, like everything in the NAL caters to the Beef.
And they suck.
No, I mean they are good. Like they won the league a
oh.
couple years ago, but it's just like it's annoying.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, can I tell you my spiritual of Fleet Alex story?
Oh yeah.
Right. So my friend Crystal Conning, who was a paddock analyst at Oaklawn last meet, she's been riding in Pennsylvania as a jockey, and now she's doing the paddock analyst thing in Monmouth. She set up like a private tour at Gainesway for me and my wife. The dude was like taking us down to see a Fleet Alex. We had like one person with us, and she had never seen a Fleet Alex run in the Preakness. And so she's watching it on YouTube. The volume's like full blast on her phone, so you can hear it clearly and everything. And so like we're like coming down this road, and then you see his little paddock, the name of Fleet Alex. You look up, he's all the way across, and it's like right whenever like he took over in the stretch, and Tom Durkin was like, "Oh, it's Scrappy T blew the turn." Like his ears like pricked up, and he just like came just like trotting over, just cool as a motherfucker, man.
Like
it
those fuckers
was
talking about me.
It was goosebump shit, man. And it's crazy because like all of those horses are all champions, and they all carry themselves like they're the fucking shit. Like they are all just like, look at me, I'm the fucking prettiest. Everybody's here for me. I'm a big fucking deal. It's so cool. It's so awesome. Fucking cool.
That's fun. I love it when horses have swagger.
Yeah, Seize the Gray dude is pretty. He's pretty, and he is like fucking swaggery. He's like the Justin Bieber of that breeding operation.
It's fucking beautiful. Any other takes or shots you want to fire off before we get out of here? I'm gonna go make some. Should I do scrambled eggs or over easy eggs with the avocado toast?
I think so. For convenience and cleanliness, I feel like the scrambled egg is the more efficient way to go. However, if you're trying to elevate this dish, I think you go sunny side up so that you get the yellow yolk run
the
off
thing
into
is,
your
like,
avocado.
If I do scrambled, I do scrambled eggs on the side and then just avocado toast. If I do over easy, the eggs are part of the toast. So like my go-to for like the last few weeks have been, I get a big ass piece of sourdough. Mm-hmm. I do an avocado spread on it, and then I do pickled red onions and some everything bagel seasoning, and then I throw the over easy egg on top of that.
Like your own like quick pickled red onions, or
no?
Like,
I go get the store bought ones because I'm fucking lazy.
You just put them. You can just do like quick ones in like vinegar. Like
yeah,
it's pretty. I love everything except for that red onion bit. If I hate onions,
I love onions. Love onions to death.
Can't do them unless they're cooked like absolutely
grilled to shit,
soft, like, or fried, or within something fried. Like,
oh yeah, like an onion ring.
Yeah, you can trick me into eating anything if you fry it. So,
all right, folks, that'll do it for this episode. We appreciate you. We'll see you again next week. We love you. Kisses. Bye bye.